Hey guys, welcome to another video from ecopoint. Today, let's get you prepared for CUET entrance once again. Let's do certain questions, practice with me, and feel yourself a little more prepped up. The first question that I want to discuss with you guys come from the concept of optimization. Find all critical points of fx equals to 3x to the power 5 by 3 minus 15x to the power 2 by 3. And these are our options 0, 4, minus 1, 2, 0, 3, 0, 2. Which will be the correct answer? Well, to find the correct answer, what do I need to do? But first of all, we should know what is the concept of critical points. Critical points होते क्या हैं? Suppose if you start with the graph of modulus of x. If you graph this function, it's a V-shaped graph that you get, right? You can see it from the graph itself that the minimum that this function will attain is at x equals to 0. This point. Clearly, the value is 0 here, and that's the least value that this function can attain. Is this function differentiable here? Is this function differentiable here? Well, this function is not differentiable here, but still I do have a minimum at this point. So critical point, the word critical point is associated to the points which are critical to the function in the sense that they are turning points. Something special is happening here. What special kya hai? Maybe the function is first increasing, then it is decreasing. So this is that point where this change occurs. Maybe it was first increasing, then decreasing, or first decreasing, then increasing. But this change is occurring here. अब ये जो चेंज है ये सडन चेंज भी हो सकता है और ये स्मूथ चेंज भी हो सकता है. स्मूथ चेंज अगर है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई टेक द ग्राफ ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर, इट्स अ पैराबोला. Again, you can see it from the graph itself that the least value that this function will attain is at x equals to 0. But this time, this function is differentiable at this point, x equals to 0. और आपके पास एक यूनिक टेंजेंट है यहाँ पे. सो क्रिटिकल पॉइंट क्या हो सकते हैं? स्टेशनरी पॉइंट्स. स्टेशनरी पॉइंट्स जब वो होंगे देन द डेरिवेटिव यू विल से इज 0 एट दैट पॉइंट, क्योंकि ये एक स्ट्रेट लाइन है. So slope is 0 here, okay? This is a unique tangent. You have a unique tangent here, f dash x is equal to 0. And in case you don't have a unique tangent, there are many tangent lines that go on from here. Then that means this function is not differentiable. So critical point वो भी हो सकता है जहां पे f dash x is not defined. Is not defined कह सकते हैं या फिर हम कह सकते हैं it does not exist. So critical points क्या हो सकते हैं? या तो f dash x is equal to 0 या फिर f dash x is not defined or it does not exist. Let's see what happens in this question. In this question, my function is fx is equal to 3 times x to the power 5 by 3 minus 15 times x to the power 2 by 3. It's a differentiable function, so you can find f dash x. f dash x क्या निकल के आ रहा है? आप करेंगे 5 by 3 into 3 x to the power 5 by 3 minus 1 minus 15 into 2 by 3. It's a simple differentiation, nothing else. 2 by 3 minus 1. So this turns out to be 3 cancels, 5x to the power 2 by 3 minus 10 times x to the power minus 1 by 3. So what are you getting? You're getting basically f dash x is equal to, if you take 5 common and you take x to the power minus 1 by 3 common, what do you get? You get x minus 2. In other words, what you get as f dash x is 5 times x minus 2 upon x to the power 1 by 3. Now, when is this equal to 0? If you put this equal to 0, you get your stationary point. So for stationary point, put f dash x equals to 0. And you get that means x should be equal to 2. But one important point in this question is that when x is equal to 0, you can see that f dash x does not exist. Hence, x equals to 0 is also a critical point. So there are two critical points here, 0 and 2. This is happening because x is in the denominator in your f dash x, in simple words. Right now, I can't go ahead with a lot of things here. But yeah, in simple words, you have x in the denominator here. So you can see that the expression f dash x does not exist. At this point, x equals to 0. So therefore, 0 is also critical to this function. 0 and 2, you have two stationary or critical points. You have two critical points, out of which one is stationary. So the correct answer to this is option D. Next question is from matrices and from actually one of my very favorite concept of eigenvalues, and you will see how. Let A and B be 2 cross 2 matrices. Suppose the sum of the elements in any row of A is 2 and sum of the elements in any column of B is 2. Which of the following is necessarily singular? So I minus half BA transpose. Is it I minus half AB? Is it I minus 1 by 4 AB? Is it I minus 1 by 4 BA transpose? So which one will be singular? First of all, you should know what is singularity. A is singular if determinant of A is 0. Okay? So a singular matrix is not invertible. अब हमारे पास कोई स्पेसिफिक केस तो है नहीं, तो हम क्या करेंगे, इसमें हम जनरल केस बनाएंगे. जनरल केस कैसे बनाएंगे? सो लेट A be equal to, say, general A1, A2, A3, A4. Since in your options you can also see transpose, no? So यहीं पर हम लिख लेते हैं, that means A transpose will be A1, A2, A3, A4. Similarly, I also need B in picture. So B को ले लेते हैं B1, B2, B3, B4. And automatically B transpose would turn out to be B1, B2, B3, B4. According to the question, what is given to us? According to the question, मुझे बताया गया है कि A1 plus A2 rows of A is equal to 2 individual rows का जो sum है. A3 plus A4 is equal to 2. इसी तरीके से columns of B. So B1 plus B3 is equal to 2 and B2 plus B4 is equal to 2. So somewhere, of course, I will have to make use of this. Now, from the options, you can see या तो आप AB से शुरू करो या फिर BA transpose से शुरू करो. I'm going to start with BA transpose. So I'm going to consider BA transpose. तो B को ऐसे लिखेंगे B1, B2, B3, B4. And A transpose हमने already लिखा हुआ है, तो A transpose is A1, A3, A2, A4 like this. अब मैंने ये प्रोडक्ट क्यों लिया है? क्योंकि मुझे एलिमेंट्स इस तरीके के दिख रहे थे कुछ कि I'll be able to make use of the sums that we have. Okay, so when you multiply, you will get B1 A1 plus B2 A2 here. And clearly you will get B3 A3 plus B4 A4 here. And here you will get A3 B1 plus A4 B2. And here you will get B3 A1 plus A2 B4, right? अब हमें क्या दिया हुआ है? हमें A1 plus A2 है हमारे पास, A3 plus A4 है. So what I'm going to use here is a fact that I will tell you. But before that, let's look at these columns. Consider the column sum. So the first column अगर मैं देखती हूँ तो I have B1A1 plus B2A2 plus B3A1 plus A2B4. If you observe, with A1, you have B1 plus B3. And with A2, you have B2 plus B4. Now, what do I know about B1 plus B3? I know that B1 plus B3 is 2. I know that B2 plus B4 is 2. And I know that A1 plus A2 is 2. So what I get from here is that A1 into this value is 2. A2 into this value is 2. So 2 comes out common. A1 plus A2, which means it's nothing but 2 into 2, that is 4. Similarly, the second column. Second column gives you A3B1 plus B2A4 plus B3A3 plus B4A4, right? And here also, if you observe, you will be able to take common. So A3, if I take A3 common, I get B1 plus B3, just like the previous case. And if I take A4 common, I get B2 plus B4. Again, B1 plus B3 is 2. So it's A3 into 2 plus A4 into 2. So that means 2 comes out common and you have A3 plus A4, and I know that A3 plus A4 is 2. So ये बन गया आपका 2 into 2, 4. If you observe, there's something special that has happened here. The sum of the entries of the first column is also 4, and the sum of the entries of the second column is also 4. What does that mean? Actually, what happens is that if the sum of all columns is actually equal to just one single value, so column 1 sums up as S, column 2 sums up as S, and so on and so forth, then this S is eigenvalue of that matrix. So in our case, this means 4 is an eigenvalue of this matrix. Which matrix are we talking about? The matrix that we are talking about is BA transpose. अच्छा, अब यहाँ पर एक important चीज सोचो. So in case 4 is an eigenvalue of some matrix, suppose that matrix is M. तो उसका मतलब क्या है? That M multiplied by some vector X would give me 4 times this vector X, right? So in some sense, अगर आप सोचो, 4 is just a number, ना? So what I can say is that 1 by 4 of M X is equal to 1 into X. तो इसका क्या मतलब है? That means 1 by 4m जो मैट्रिक्स है, 1 by 4m हो सकता है मैट्रिक्स, राइट? So 1 by 4m जो मैट्रिक्स है, that has an eigenvalue 1. So BA transpose has an eigenvalue of 4, which means 1 by 4 of BA transpose has an eigenvalue 1. It's pretty logical, right? So इसका मतलब I minus 1 by 4 BA transpose के साथ क्या होगा? Eigenvalue for I minus 1 by 4 BA transpose will be 0. You can do it as an exercise and you will realize आप BA transpose मत लीजिए, आप कोई भी matrix A लेके चल लो and just try to figure it out. अगर A का eigenvalue 1 है तो I minus A का क्या होगा? 0 होगा. So I've used that fact here. So अगर किसी matrix का eigenvalue 0 है, do you remember what will be the determinant? Determinant is basically product of all eigenvalues. The moment one of the eigenvalues is 0, therefore the determinant of I minus 1 upon 4 BA transpose is equal to 0, because determinant is nothing but the product of eigenvalues. The moment you have one of the eigenvalues being 0, the determinant is 0. So hence, which matrix is singular? I minus 1 by 4 of ABA transpose is singular. Means the correct answer is option D. Next question. Sometimes you find certain questions relating to regression line y on x, x on y. So let me just take up that question. For variables x and y, we collect 4 observations. So n is equal to 4. With summation x equals to 10, summation y equals to 14, summation x square equals to 30, and summation y square equals to 54. Summation xy is equal to 31. The regression line y on x is, and these are your options. So if all this information is given to you, I think it should be very easy for you guys to find out the regression line. You should know the concept of finding the regression line y on x. That's it. Pause here, try it out yourself, find the correct answer. We have n equals to 4, summation x equals to 10, summation y equals to 14, summation x square equals to 30, summation y square equals to 54, and summation xy is equal to 31. So therefore, y equals to ax plus b may. Any line y is equal to ax plus b may, what will be your a and what will be your b? A will be equal to n summation xy minus summation x into summation y, whole thing upon n summation x square minus summation x whole square, and that will be equal to n is 4, summation xy is 31 minus 10 times 14 upon n again is 4 into summation x square is 30 minus 10 square. And hence what you will get here is 124 minus 140 upon 120 minus 100. So that gives you minus 0.8. It's going to be minus 0.8. So A is minus 0.8. B is equal to summation y minus A times summation x upon n. So therefore, B is equal to 14 minus 0.8 into 10, whole thing upon 4, and that is equal to 14 minus 8, minus plus, so plus 8 upon 4. So that's going to give you 22 upon 4, and that is 5.5. Hence, your line is y equals to A, which is minus 0.8x plus 5.5. Do we have any such option? Yes, C option is what would be correct. So all you need to know is in y equals to ax plus b, when you're finding out the regression line y on x, you need to know how to calculate this a and b. Simple. Let's work on another question from the regression lines. If the two lines of regression are x plus 2y minus 5 equals to 0 and 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0, the means of x and y are. Sometimes you're given the lines and you need to find the mean. So these are your options. Well, how do you go about it? So you have two equations with you. You have x plus 2y minus 5 equals to 0. You have 2x plus 3y minus 8 equals to 0. Well, you will have to solve for x and y. So how I can do that? I can eliminate x. I can multiply this with 2 and this with 1. So I'm going to get 2x plus 4y. I can say I can take 5 into 2 to the right hand side, so that becomes 10. And here you have 2x plus 3y as it is, and I can take 8 to this side. Now subtracting, I will get this cancels off and I get 4 minus 3y gives you just y is equal to clearly 10 minus 8, that is 2. So y is equal to 2. And if I put 2 in any of the equations, so say I put 2, y equals to 2 in x plus 2y minus 5 equals to 0, I get x is equal to 1. This is easy to do. You can clearly put 2. So 4 minus 5 gives you minus 1. So x is 1. Okay. ये तो आ गया हमारे पास. अब इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका सिंपल मतलब यही है कि आपका जो मीन है x और y का, वो 2 1 है, y का 2 है, x का 1 है. This y that you have calculated is mean of y, which is basically 2, and this x that you've calculated is the mean of x, which is basically 1. So the correct answer is 1, 2, that is option B. Basically here, when you're solving it like this, you're using the fact that two regression lines, they always intersect at their mean, at the mean x bar, y bar. Thank you very much, guys. I hope this will help you in brushing up the concepts, and needless to say that you need to go even more deeper into each of the subjects that you are preparing for this entrance. Thank you very much.